Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about story time. As you can see by my sorry, I think like my lighting is a bit off. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I don't know, does that look okay? I think that's too yellow. Let me try again. Yeah, should be fine. So yeah, so that's the video for today. It's going to be a story time, and I really just hope that that story time is something that you guys will enjoy. It's something that I've been wanting to tell people, but I've not told people because it's about my job, and I'm kind of worried that I could get in trouble for it. But I got my cup already, my favorite cup. I need to buy some Christmas cups. It's pissing me off. But I bought some Kenko cappuccino. I bought some whipped cream and some Madagascan vanilla, like that vanilla essence, like the vanilla essence that you put inside coffees. So yeah, I also actually bought a different version, which was a Kenko iced or hot caramel latte, I think. So I was using a different brand before. I forgot what the brand was, God. But then I started ordering Starbucks, and I don't really order Starbucks. I've not really ordered Starbucks for a very long time. I started ordering it like every 2 days, and it's like £10 per coffee. I mean, I'm not going to die with £10, but I could literally use the £10 for something else. So yeah, so let's start the video, guys. As I said, I've got my cup of coffee ready, and you guys should have your cup of coffee ready as well. So today's story time is going to be about my job. I worked with teleperformance for a really long time, and I have 2 kids. My daughter is 4. Her name is Alexandra, and my son is 1. And when I was pregnant with my son, I worked, so basically Teleperformance is who I signed the contract with, but then you've got other little companies under Teleperformance that I was working for. I was working for different companies. So the first company that I worked for was Aviva Motor Insurance, which was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, the pay was amazing. And then an incident happened, so I started working with them. Everything was perfect. I think I was getting paid about 1,600 or 1,650 per month, which was decent enough for me, bearing in mind that my rent is a certain amount, and it's not that much. My rent is not that much either. My electricity is pretty good, so is my gas. So everything was just pretty good, and the money that I was getting with Aviva, sorry, was pretty good as well. And then, because it's a call center job, I had this incident where a customer called up, and because I was only 2 weeks into coming off grad bay, because you got the training, you got the grad bay, and then you then go off to doing it by yourself. And I was working from home, so I did the training in office, and then I went home to work with the PC, with the computer. My hair's so greasy, it's pissing me off. But let me, if I tie my hair back. So yeah, so I ended up working from home, and then I was working for a while, still pregnant with my son at that point. I was going towards the end of the trimester, and then I went to maternity leave, and I didn't want to do the maternity leave straight away, but they kept telling me that I should start my maternity leave, seeing as you'll have, because I was having some complications in the pregnancy. So they said that seeing as you're having your complications, you should maybe try and take it a bit earlier. That this is the amount of time that we pay for, and because they didn't pay for the full maternity leave, I think. I don't know how it really goes for other people, but for me they didn't. So before we even got to the maternity leave part, they were literally going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, to that point where I told them, listen, I don't know much about maternity leave. I don't know how to go on it or what to do. So I really like if you guys could guide me. And that was my mistake. And if I'm honest, you guys, majority of you guys know this, but for the women that first-time mums, first-time maternity leavers, going on to maternity leave, you know, all these first-time working and, you know, stuff like that, you need to know about all these things before you ask for help. Even if you know about it, it's best that you know about it before you ask, so that then you have the knowledge before you ask somebody else about something, because for all you know, they could be fucking you about. And it's not fair, you know, and I felt like I did get fucked about, if I'm honest. But so I'm not really gonna go into much of a detail of what actually happened there, but briefly, so I went on maternity leave, and then I got paid. I was getting paid every month 1,330, and me in my head I'm thinking, well, so it's my first time on maternity leave, so maybe this is my maternity pay that's coming in. They said they were going to pay me, isn't it? So here I am, my big ass belly, trying to understand what's going on and if I'm okay to go on maternity leave or am I going to get in trouble. I have no clue. So then it got to the second month of being on maternity leave, and then I started getting paid the 1,330, and then I got paid that 1,330 for 3 months or 4 months, I think. And then I got an email from my job telling me that someone in my job was paying me that money and they weren't supposed to, and I have to pay it back. So that's something that I wasn't happy about, because why are you paying me money that I didn't ask for? I didn't ask you guys to pay that money to me. I asked maternity leave, which was the government that was supposed to pay me, because that rule goes for everyone. If you've not been in a job long enough, it's the government that pays you, not the job. So I was expecting a payment, but I thought that payment that was coming in of the 1,300 was the government paying me my maternity pay. But the whole time it was my job. So they told me that I need to pay it back. So I emailed them back. I said, listen, I asked you guys last month. So this was 4 months in that they were paying me this 1,300, yeah? So that was 4 months into maternity leave. So I asked them the third month. I told them that, will I get affected? Like I don't remember. I think I asked them like, will my universal credit get affected if I get paid maternity pay? And they were like, oh, no. Like they kind of did like a confirmation of like, nothing will get affected, you won't have to pay anything back. And then it's confusing because I don't remember the whole thing, but I remember definitely confirming the third month whether I would get into trouble for being on maternity leave. Would I get universal credit at the same time? And would I have to pay anything back because I'm also receiving universal credit? And they were like, no, that's separate. You can still get universal credit. So I kind of put my trust into them, and everything they were telling me, I put my trust into them. Bearing in mind, the paperwork of me being on maternity leave, I still didn't get until now. So there's literally no proof that I went on maternity leave with them, apart from maternity pay themselves, maternity leave themselves. Directly, if I call them, they will have that in record. But my job did not give me any proof of maternity leave. And even all of those paperworks that we signed together, we did it through computer. She called me, and then we were on the computer together on a video call through Teams. And then she was showing me the papers, like, this is that is that. So are you happy with this? I was like, I'm happy with it, but when am I going to get a copy? She goes, you're going to get one. So I gave her my consent. I was happy with everything. And also, as I said, I was pregnant, so it was hard for me to go in office. So I was really grateful for the fact that I was from home. But these are things that they've taken advantage of, as you can see. I have no proof of maternity pay. They took so long to even get those papers signed that I didn't even know when I wanted to start my maternity leave at that point. And then when it got to their payments, someone was paying me in the job and they wasn't supposed to, and I had to pay that back. So fast forward, let's say like the fifth month, after they had confirmed to me someone was randomly paying me that money, I then called maternity leave and I told them, listen, this is what's going on. My job did this and did that, and I work with Teleperformance. I don't know what they're doing. Everything's just been dodgy from the beginning. I don't understand. And they said, right, well, we've not paid you anything because we had a problem with some of the paperwork. I was like, oh, what's wrong? They go, but you didn't confirm, you didn't send me you didn't send proof of your address, and you didn't send proof of what's it called, ID. Like I need to send my passport or something, if I don't know why. So I did that, and then they started paying me, but they paid me I think 600 and something, 700 and something, which was really low. So yeah, but the good thing is I think Universal Credit kept topping it up, so I think altogether I was getting about 900 or 1,000, which was okay. But obviously having a child, which would have been my second child, because I've got my daughter Alexandra and I've got my son Zane, it's not a lot of money. 900 pounds, it's basically nothing. I mean, you've got to buy a cot, you've got to buy a pushchair, you've got to buy nappies and wipes and baby newborn clothes, and yeah, newborn nappies and wipes and stuff. They're not that bad, and they're cheaper compared to a grown child's nappies. I mean, my daughter used to wear nappies size 6, then she went to size 6+. It was expensive, nearly £10, sometimes £12, sometimes £14, so it's expensive. So it is in a way cheaper when you have a newborn, but they outgrow clothes so quickly that it's mental. Like, you cannot, like, literally, if you've got gifts from people that they're gifting you clothes, don't keep it in your drawer, because you're going to forget about it. And that's something that I did with my daughter. I didn't do it with my son, but I did it with my daughter. Anytime people would gift me clothes and it'll be too big, I'm like, yeah, she'll grow into it, it's fine. I would literally leave it in the drawer because I'm putting on the clothes that do fit her currently. And then when it gets to the point where I've gone back to the drawer, I'm like, oh shit, you've got this clothes, Alex. Let's try these clothes on. It doesn't fit. Literally, she's outgrown it. Obviously, that was my fault. I guess as a first-time mom, I think I should have maybe be a bit organized more, so that maybe I could see all the clothes properly. But yeah, I definitely learned from that, because my son literally has loads of clothes, and even if it's small, sorry, even if it's too big, he doesn't have any clothes that's too small, but if it's too big, I still put it on him. So like if it's trousers, I'll roll the bottom of the trousers so that he can still wear it. And I'll roll the sleeves up so that it's still doable for him in the meantime. So yeah, I definitely learned from that. So within the last couple of months that I was only getting paid 600, 700 from maternity pay itself, and the Universal Credit will top up whatever to make it 900 to 1,000. And when I was getting that payment, I was buying clothes, I was literally shopping, because at that point I knew the gender, and I was literally running everywhere, back and forth to different stores looking for different stuff. And then I got an email towards the end of my maternity leave, let's say like 3 weeks before maternity leave ended, of my job telling me that I'm no longer gonna work with Aviva, that they're gonna change my campaign, that I'm gonna go and work with Vauxhall. No, it wasn't Vauxhall, it was Volkswagen. So I was excited. I'm thinking, you know what, the better the brand, the better the pay. But I was gonna get paid the same money. I'm thinking, okay. So I didn't really have much of a choice. So because I'm working under Teleperformance, and it's a permanent full-time contract, and I just wanted to, obviously they had to keep me, obviously it's a contract, so they had to keep me, so they kept juggling me back and forth. So they told me that before I go back to work, before the 3 weeks end, so for me to go back to work, I would be working with Volkswagen, and I ended up not working with them. So I then got ready. I think it was the 1st of August, I think so. 1st of August was when maternity leave ended, and I got ready that day. I literally got the kids ready, I got them to school, I got my partner to look after my son because he was very small still, and got my bag ready for work. I was literally When I mean I had my bag ready, I had my jacket ready, I had my lunch bag ready, I had everything ready. And then I called my job and I was like, listen, I didn't get no information of where I'm supposed to go, which campaign I'm supposed to start with. Yes, you told me Volkswagen, but when, how, where? Do I come in office? Do I stay at home and turn on my computer that I had from Aviva? I didn't get no information, by the way. So I was hella confused. So I started complaining. I was like, listen, there was no coordination with you guys, literally. And it's just horrible. Like, I don't get what I'm supposed to do. I don't get where I'm supposed to go. Do I use the same PC that I have at home for this campaign? And they were like, oh, sorry, you're not working with Volkswagen anymore. You're going to work for student loan company. So that I was pissed off. That's like 3 different ones. We've got Aviva, my bad. You've got Aviva Motor Insurance. You've got Volkswagen I was supposed to go to. Now I'm on student loan company. So I started student loan company. And wait, let me rewind. I didn't even start student loan company like that. They literally rattled me back and forth and then put me on sick pay. No, sorry, not sick pay, paid leave. Because they didn't have the campaign ready. Volkswagen, Volkswagen wasn't ready. They didn't want me at the end for some reason, I don't know. And then student loan company wasn't ready for me either. So they gave me paid leave for 3-4 weeks, I think. Let's say a month. And so that means I missed out on a whole month of work because of paid leave. And I don't know how to explain that to somebody, or maybe my next employer or whoever it may be. I don't know, but I wasn't sick and I didn't have to leave work for any reason. It was their fault they didn't have anything ready and I ended up on paid leave. At the end of the day, that's nice. At the end of the day, I was quite happy that I was on paid leave, because that means that I don't have to be hassling back and forth and getting my partner to stop working. And then I managed to finally start a student loan company. They sent me a new PC. It's the same thing, but obviously they have to program it for a student loan company, not Aviva. So then they gave me logins and everything, and I started my training. The training was 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Aviva was 6 weeks. That's perfect. It's a lot, but it's perfect. 4 weeks, yeah. The things that you need to learn for student loan company, it's way harder than working for Aviva Motor Insurance. You literally have to do with people's residency. Is their residency good enough for them to even get a loan? To even get a loan to study? Like, there are things like that. People will literally send you their marriage certificate. With Aviva Motor Insurance, I literally just made quotes. And I maybe helped out with, like, say if somebody wanted to call up and say they've already got a quote, they just, you know, want to renew or whatever, you know what I mean? So, or maybe change their license plate or something, you know what I mean? So there was like loads of different things that I did with Aviva that wasn't really that, it was decent, but it wasn't really that big of a deal to the way student loan company was. And student loan company was more important, and it was more in depth of like personal details. So I thought that the training would be more, because as I said, student loan company is more, I don't know how to explain it. It's more personal. That job is more personal. It's got a lot of things, a lot of personal details, a lot of personal information and stuff like that, that you need 100% more secure training. So 4 weeks of training, jumped into student loan company, and then literally had to jump onto calls without knowing really what I was doing fully. And then after that, I started realizing that things are not making sense here either. Sometimes pay slips would be missing. Sometimes I wouldn't get paid the right amount. One time, I think the first month I got paid, the pay didn't make sense at all. I had to actually inquire about it. So like, there's a lot of different things that just didn't make sense about teleperformance. As I said, everyone's experience is going to be different. Some people might just have like a free flow experience. It's perfectly fine. My experience was quite hectic, different, difficult, and just quite frustrating, if I'm honest. Yeah, so what happened after that? So after I worked with student loan company, and then I felt like I was working overtime every week, and the only thing I was making was like less than 1,200. So a jump from 1,600 with Aviva to 1,000, less than 1,200, really made me feel like even with the overtime, it wasn't doing any difference. So I started feeling like maybe I should go part-time. So I opted in for part-time. I had to do like a flexible request form, and that flexible request form has to go back to my boss, and then it needs to go back to the admin team so that they can then figure out whether they can do it or not. So that took literally, let's say 2-3 weeks. Literally, it was a lot. And in that time I had to work overtime, 7 to 7, 8 to 8. It was a lot every day, Monday to Sunday. Sunday and Saturday were the only days that I worked 9 to 4, but then all the other days I would work 8 to 8. And sometimes I worked 8 to 10 as well. It was really bad. So as I said, for a mother most probably that is, sorry, for a woman that is most probably, you know, maybe they don't have kids, maybe they don't have much to do, or all they want to do is just work, really, that's most probably the perfect rota for you. But for me, no, I have 2 kids, and my partner as well, he also works, so he needs to work, and he can't stop working because of my up and down rota. One day 8 to 8, whole week 8 to 8, and then the following week 8 to 10. It's just confusing as hell, and it was a lot. So eventually we then decided, like, you know what, if it is that the part-time is going to take so long to get back to me, funnily enough, someone did actually email me and tell me that we got your flexible request and we're making a decision on whether you can have it or not. So that was quite sad, because it kind of just gave me like the straight, gave me like the knowledge of the fact, just knowing the fact that she has the position of giving me the part-time or not, and she's telling me she's thinking about whether she should or not. It's quite sad. I mean, is me telling her that I have 2 kids and working overtime and not being able to put them to bed not enough? Do I not deserve the part-time after working overtime every single week for like 4 or 5 weeks? Like, is that not enough? And then there was a couple of weeks I was off as well because I had to go GP because of certain things and some personal things that were happening with my body that I felt that I needed to take care of. And I would literally get in trouble just for going there, just to go to the GP. So it's quite a lot of hassle. So as I said, eventually when it got to the end of realizing that I might not even get that part-time now, I kind of told them that I feel like I want to resign because nothing is just going right and I'm just stressed out completely. And then they literally emailed me straight away. They were like, oh, you know what, actually, you know how it goes. Once you put in your resignation, they're like, oh, we can help. So I got offered the part-time, but then come to think of it, if I get paid really badly with full-time, how much am I going to get paid with part-time? I'm literally going to get paid £500. I'm literally going to be dying. So I thought, I'm just not worth the job right now. There are a lot of people that would like to make just 500 and, you know, get universal credit to top up the rest. Or maybe because they live by themselves, I think maybe 900 or maybe it might be okay for them. But for me, as I said, I have 2 kids, and just having 1 kid itself is very expensive. Having 2 is a lot. And when you have a newborn, as I said, the clothes, the Aptamil, the milk, it's a lot. It's really, really a lot. So yeah. So yeah, I put in my resignation. They tried to get me to stay, and obviously they have to do that. I'm in a contract with them. They have to try and help me as much as possible, and I'm happy that they tried to help me, but it's way too late for that. You can't do, doesn't make sense. Like, I've literally gone through all of that for them to now come and tell me that it's okay, you can stay, like, I can help you. So I put in my resignation, and the resignation was for a week. So I'd put it in on Friday, and then the following Friday my resignation was over and done with. And then I got an email telling me that they're moving me campaigns again, even though I'd put in my resignation. And the campaign they were moving me again was Lloyd's. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I should have just waited for the Lloyd's and just to check how much I would get paid. So I actually asked, how much would I have been paid? And they said the same thing. 1,002. And I'm sorry, but Lloyd's Bank, is 1,002 even worth it? Am I not supposed to be getting paid more than that? So I did actually, before I started before I even got with Teleperformance, I did get some overview of some other people's views on Teleperformance, and it didn't really give me any good views. But I just thought that maybe, if I'm honest, I forgot what they felt about Teleperformance. They did tell me that it was hectic and not very good, and I didn't really remember that. And also I was just thinking about money. I'm gonna go work for it, money. So I went straight for it, and I kind of just I forgot. But obviously throughout going through everything I've gone through, I just started realizing that, yeah, I remember, and I should have just listened. And that's another thing. It's sad, but a lot of people in this world want to go through something, no matter how many times. I could tell you 50 million times not to do something, or advise you not to do something, but the way we function in this world is very different. Majority of the time we go and do it anyways, because we want to learn the hard way. And learning the hard way is sometimes good, sometimes not good, because you get stronger when you come out the other side. You realize that, you know what, I went through a lot of hell just because I didn't listen, but at the end of the day I learned from it, and I'm not going to do the same thing again. And that's exactly what I went through. But then you've also got that point where you wasted a lot of time when you could have just listened to somebody else. You could have listened to that person went through the same experience you're about to go through. Don't go through it, listen to that person. But we don't always listen to our friends, our parents, and I'm not gonna bash it. At the end of the day, we've all done that. Even when we get to the age of 18, we do it. We don't listen to anything our parents say. Yeah. But once you get older and you make several mistakes, which, as I said, it's not a bad thing, you have to learn from your mistakes. It's hard, because one day when you're going through that deep patch of making that mistake and not listening to that person that told you not to do it, it might be a deep mistake, and you might find it really hard to come out the other end, and you might have regretted, you know, maybe I should have just listened. But currently I'm not working, and this is one of the reasons to why I'm trying to take YouTube more seriously. And I recently stopped working. As I said, I put the resignation in for 1 week, and that was 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3 weeks ago. My resignation went 2 weeks ago, I think. I actually still do have my PCs, but I think they were supposed to come and pick it up on the 17th, and I think I missed it. I don't think I missed it. I was home the whole day. I did not hear them buzz me. But yeah, so they're gonna rebook it for the 28th. But honestly, guys, I do want to go part-time and work part-time, but I also want to pursue my YouTube a little bit. There's a lot of things that I can do, a lot of things that I've learned that I want to share with you guys. And I think that it's a good idea that I do that, because number one, the good thing that I want you guys to understand about my channel and my videos is that every part of my video is not edited. Any part of my video is not edited. It's not cut out. It's not muted. It's not whatever you want to call it. And the only thing you'll ever see in my videos maybe time lapse, because I just don't want you guys to be watching me doing dishes, every single plate and every single cup and every single fork. But apart from that, I'm going to try and be as open as possible with you guys, and I'm also going to try my hardest to post every 2 days. And I just pray to God that you guys are happy with my content. I'm trying to be as real as possible with you guys. And I want you guys to feel free to let me know what you want me to post next, and whether you guys have an idea of what I should post. And also, I should stop letting my coffee get cold, because that's disgusting when it's cold. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, my day was actually quite stressful today. I mean, I was not on my period for like 3 months. So not this month, the month before. So for 3 months, I couldn't find my period. Literally couldn't find it. Couldn't find it anywhere in my body or outside. I couldn't find it. And it was weird. I was like doing pregnancy tests and everything, and then nothing was coming up, and I just thought, oh god. So I just kind of just let my body process whatever was going on. Maybe I was stressed, so I thought maybe let me just calm down and let my body process a bit normally and then calmer, so that maybe then my period might be able to come down a bit, and it didn't. So I literally lacked in period for 3 months without any pregnancy. And I could say it was stress because of my job, but I don't know. And then I went on contraceptive because I literally don't want to have any other kids right now. I want 3 kids, but don't want the 3rd one right now. My son is only 1. So I went on my contraceptive. So this would be my first month on contraceptive. And then I was literally bleeding throughout the whole of my contraceptive. So my body has just been up and down throughout the whole 2 days. But I'm here for you guys, and whoever's watching my YouTube videos, for you guys that are watching my YouTube videos right now, I'm just happy that you guys are here. And it's just really stressful. I mean, you got that part of my life where you're a mother, but you're also you, and you need you time as well to figure out what's going on with your body and what your body needs. I mean, I do take care of myself, but like for example, my hair, for example, like I rarely, like I wash it, but on a normal day, like a normal week, I would wash it every 2-3 days. 3 days is a stretch, but every 2-3 days. And I literally wash it like every 3-4 days now, and it's really annoying. And I just don't film like me. Even the sake of like just having like a few hours to get onto YouTube and do a YouTube video is quite hard. I'm gonna really try my hardest to push as hard as possible to get these videos uploaded for you guys, and I'm gonna try my hardest to be as real as possible with you guys. It's gonna take some time for me to gain some trust, obviously, with myself and YouTube, to literally put my whole life here, because I've never done that before. But I think that gradually, once I start learning who my fans are, and not my fans, but you know, whoever my subscribers are, and get to know them a bit, then maybe I might feel a bit better and understand that maybe, you know, maybe you guys are in the same shoes as me. Maybe you're a mother of 3, maybe you're a mother of 5, I don't know. And you're having a similar problem to me, or maybe you have a similar lifestyle to me, then maybe I might feel a bit more confident of sharing and getting on each other's levels, and you know. But for now, I'm just going to keep posting and just praying that you guys like what I post. So that was my story time of teleperformance and the stress that I went through, and the amount of overtime I went through just to make 1,002. The pay drop from 1,006 to 1,002 or less was horrible. It hurt me so badly. And the fact that I had no time to look after my kids was really annoying. I mean, I had time to see them. I was seeing them every single second, even when I was on the call with the customer. But I literally could not give them food. My partner had to. Even if I cooked, my partner would have to give it to them and put them to bed, shower them. And that means he can't go to work. So it was quite stressful. So what I would say is, in my opinion, whoever is working with teleperformance, I'm not bashing you guys. As I said, my experience was quite hard, and quite frankly, I'm sad that it went like that, because I've never resigned from any job before. But whoever does want to work for teleperformance, just bear in mind that it's a tough job, company. You know, I mean, you're signing a contract to work with different, you know, companies, different jobs, but it's tough to work with teleperformance themselves. But they do seem like they do help you, but I don't think everybody gets that same help. Some people get no help, some people get ignored most probably, and I don't want to go through that. But yeah, guys, so my video has literally entered 36 minutes by the time I say bye to you guys. so I think that's quite long. I wanted it to be 20-25 minutes, but just gonna end it here and give you guys a quick heads up that in the next 2 days, next 2 days, every 2 days I'll be posting. I am going to now be posting more of a Christmas themed videos. I'm going to be going to B&M and Home Bargains, and I'm going to be looking for Christmas presents and some decorations. I still need to put decorations up. I've literally decorated only my living room. The rest of the house was like a normal house, and I really need to decorate everything else. And I also want to do a tour of my apartment, because I want to do a before video of how my flat looked before any carpet or any wallpaper was on here, to how it's changed and how comforting of a home this is, that we've spent money on it, like a major amount of money, like nearly £5,000-6,000 we spent on this place. And I think it's worth showing you guys. So that's 2 separate videos. Home Bargains and B&M, another video, and a flat tour of, yeah, would be another video. But as I said, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be posting a lot of Christmas videos. I'm also going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be buying for my family members and my children and my partner. I'm also going to show you guys the pricing and where I buy it from and why I feel it will be worth buying. And then a separate video which would be of me wrapping it, and I actually found some new ways of wrapping presents. So this would be a start for me, because I normally just wrap it, stick it together, and that's it. I just stick down the paper and then just put it under the Christmas tree. I don't even put names or anything, but I'm gonna do it different this year from this year. So I've got a lot of things for you guys, a lot of content. As I said, whoever watches my video, please give me some ideas. I do want to do a haul of Primark. My girl's broke right now, so I will do a haul of Primark next week, and I promise you guys that I might get about 5-6 items, and maybe a bag, and I don't need bags, I don't need shoes, but we'll see. But anyways, guys, please keep in tune. I've got a lot of things coming up for you guys. Let me drink my coffee. Pray to God that you guys will enjoy it. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and please turn on the bell notification so that you guys can be notified whenever I post another video. And I really appreciate everybody that's actually watching my videos and liking it. And also please share it, even if you're someone I know, share it, so that, you know, whoever's out there that's, you know, has a similar lifestyle to me, a similar situation to me, might be able to you know, watch my videos and sympathize with me. Sympathize with me a little bit, get on my level. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I was wrong, it's nearly like 39 minutes, but yeah. All right, guys, well, I'll see you guys in my next video. As I said, like, comment and subscribe, guys. See you.